There's been a lot of talk lately about corporations, bashing on corporations, and everyone wanting to be an entrepreneur. But I'm here to tell you today, corporations aren't all bad. Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another video. Wanted to talk today about corporations and the bashing that has been going on of corporations in the blogosphere and the YouTube circle and basically all of social media in the world right now and culture. And, people have been bashing on corporations for a lot of reason. And I don't know if it's necessarily a bashing per se, but more so a lack of appreciation that people are having for what corporations provide. And I know I've even probably bashed on them a lot. And a lot of my views stand, directly opposed to corporations. But I just want to take a second here to appreciate what they do provide, especially in an era where people are starting their own businesses, leaving corporations, leaving corporate America, starting their own businesses. And that's great. I'm all for that for sure. But just wanted to talk a little bit about what they do provide, some of the value they bring, and how you guys can make sure that when you spend your time in a corporation, you can maximize your time there. So one of the big things, one of the macro things about corporations, why a lot of these entrepreneurs are well respected, is that they advance a goal. And the big ones even advance a whole frontier. So we'll take a look at Elon Musk for an example. He helped start PayPal, which a lot of you guys may know as the way you can use PayPal to pay certain people, or you can use it to pay on eBay, even though eBay probably said they're changing that soon. But he started Tesla and SpaceX, and he basically fundamentally changed the way electrification and electric cars are viewed across the world and showed that it is possible to create a fantastic looking and performing electric car. Then he also showed that you can privatize space travel or space exploration. It doesn't always have to be a government. He was the first guy to do that, and he's had tremendous success with that. He's also CEO of other companies like The Boring Company, which believes in 3D travel. Right now, we only travel in 2D, either air, sea, or road. And he's saying that we should dig under and travel at all different altitudes, which will help ease traffic and congestion. That's one way. But basically, they advance a common goal or advance a frontier that needs to be explored. So corporations do that. Also, you've got pharmaceutical companies that create novel new drugs that people need, and they get those onto the market to hopefully improve their quality of life, spend more time with their loved ones, et cetera, et cetera. You've got airline companies that allow for faster travel from city to city, improving business connection, allowing people to see their family and friends, et cetera, et cetera. So you've got all of these goals that corporations are advancing. So that's something good. I mean, if there weren't for these companies that were able to do some of these things, we wouldn't have them. So that's something really good that corporations do. And we just need to take a second to appreciate that. Another thing they do is, this is more of a micro thing, but they teach employees valuable skills. So for one, I recently did a video about one thing they didn't teach in school. Well, customer service skills. You get a lot of practice dealing with customer service in a lot of jobs, but especially in clinical research. If you're on the sponsor side, that's one style of customer service. And then if you're on the clinical operations side, that's another side of customer service. And I'm sure if you're in business development or sales or whatever, you have all different types of customer service you need to know how to do. So they teach you with that. They teach you with, other like more tangible skills, like learning how to use different systems, learning how to talk with people, all of that stuff goes under skills. So they teach you valuable skills you can use in your daily life. And they teach you those skills for if you want to go start something else or start a nonprofit or volunteer or whatever you need to do, but they give you those tangible skills. And then also, this is probably one of the reasons why most people work is to make money. Corporations help you make money and help you create a life for yourself, help you pay for your kids to go to school, help you pay for that brand new car you want, or that brand new house you've always wanted. With the white picket fence and the golden retriever, they help you do these things by, you do a job, a service for them, and then they pay you. So now you're able to take that money and do what you want with it. So, they do a lot of good to the country as a whole, and they help people in certain ways, especially, tying back to advancing a goal. Depending on what the corporation does, they definitely help people. Like with the corporations, like an AbbVie, they have Humira. They help people who need that drug, Humira, and all these other companies create drugs that people need. So they help people. Also, this is one thing that not a lot of people think about, especially with the move to entrepreneurship, that it's just really hot right now. But it's a training ground for entrepreneurs. A lot of people think that most entrepreneurs nowadays are young, guys that just code and all of a sudden become billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg or even the CEO of Quora or something like that. But that's not the case. A lot of these guys work for a large company, 5-10 years experience, and realize, okay, I've got enough training. I've got the know-how. I've got the connections. I've got the network to go and build my own thing now. So now I'm going to go do it. And most people don't take into account the fact that the corporation taught them how to do a lot of these things. They taught them this skill set, how to network, how to have customer service, how to build, and they improved their skill set. Maybe even they paid to send them to some conferences where they learned some of these things. So don't forget, corporations are a training ground for entrepreneurs. A lot of people, maybe they get fed up with their corporate life and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go start my own thing. I'm gonna go start this ice cream shop I've always dreamed of. Or maybe I'm gonna go start a photography studio or whatever it might be. Maybe I go do something else. But corporations are definitely a training ground for entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs use a lot of those skills that you do in a corporation, that you learn from the corporation, and you incorporate that into your business. So corporations aren't all bad. Now, we know they do a lot of bad things, or some do, and there's sketchy practices and things of that nature. But it's also important to put that in perspective and realize that they also do a lot of good things too. So just wanted to take that message, bring that to you guys. Even though we bash on them, or sometimes we do, and people bash on them, that not all corporations are bad and not everything they do is bad. It's not so black and white. So that's it for today's video, guys. As always, email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com for anything you may want to ask. Comment down below what you think about corporations. Are they all bad? Aren't they bad? What do you think? And then like and share, subscribe. You guys know the deal. Take care.